We're back to our Adobe InDesign lesson, and we are still in lesson 4, working with objects. This lesson is a continuation from last week's discussion, and we are working on a 4-page newsletter, which we are adding text and images and make several modifications to the objects in this document. Our main goal for this lesson is to place and link graphics frames, as well as modify and update parent-child graphics frame. Last meeting, we ended in this particular design. We actually added metadata captions to our graphics, as we can see it from the encircled red marks. Yeah, there are actually 6 metadata in here. So to start with, for today's lesson, we'll place and link graphics frames in today's design, and let's take a closer look. In this step, we are going to use the 2 graphics as shown in the cover page of our document. We'll choose the content collector tool, which is the 4th tool from the selection tool in our tools panel. Once you click that tool, you will notice that an empty content conveyor panel is displayed at the bottom of the window. That's actually encircled in red. Now we'll move the pointer over the yield sign, and you will notice that a heavy red border is displayed around the image, which is encircled in green. And we'll click the frame, and then the graphics frame is added to the content conveyor panel, encircled in blue. We'll also add the circular graphics with the use of the content selector tool. So now we have 2 objects in our content conveyor panel. Let's go to the panels, to the pages panel, and then double click page 3, which is encircled in red, to center it in our document window. Choose the content placer tool, which is actually paired with the content collector tool in the tools panel. Select the create link checkbox. So we have to take note of this. If we forget to check on that one, it will simply create copies of the original objects without any parent-child relationship. Click the pasteboard twice to place these objects. So I have placed those objects there in our pasteboard. Now we can close the content conveyor panel. So it's marked X in our document. I marked X in there. Copies. Now we'll open the links panel. If possible, adjust the panel size so that we can see the files. In here, the circular graphics frame is highlighted in the list, which is actually encircled in blue. And the yield.ai is also next to our images, which basically means our graphics are all good. The greater and less than characters here that bracket the file name indicate that these graphics are linked to parent objects. Again, this means that these graphics are linked to parent objects. Now we'll move on. We'll choose the selection tool, then reposition the circular graphics here, the one that I have checked, beside the CSS master in our document. Navigate to page 1. So from the pages panel, select the circular graphics. In the controls panel, we'll change it to 5-point white paper. So I have encircled there in red. Sorry, that's actually blue. Now it's changed to this, the one here encircled in blue. In the links panel, you will notice the status of KS88169.jpg, which has a yellow exclamation indicator. It basically means that the parent object has been modified. And in page 3, we'll select the circular graphic, then click the update button from the links panel. I have indicated there where our update link button is. The frame now matches its parent. As you can see, we have the white border in that circular object. For this image here, the yield sign, we need to update it with a newer version. So let's see what that version is. Go ahead, select the selection tool, and then click the yield sign image. Then let's go to the file menu, then choose place. In the place dialog box, we'll locate the yield underscore new.ai file. Then click the open button. And once we click the open button, the yield sign is now updated with a newer version. So now we can choose to deselect all, fit spread in a window to be able to see the whole document, as well as save our file. The next step is to change the shape of frame, which will be covered next meeting. I hope that we have learned how to place and link graphics frames, as well as modify and update parent-child graphics frame in Adobe InDesign. Thank you.